welcome back to our channel. We are kicking off our Spain and Italy adventure series. Over the next few videos, we'll be taking you through Madrid, Sevilla and Rome. But today, it's all about Granada. We'll show you how to navigate the Alhambra, where to find the best sunset views, and what it's really like traveling Europe with your parents. Anirvan and I flew in from San Francisco while his parents made the long journey from India. We booked our flights in such a way that we would all land around the same time. It was a lot to coordinate and plan, but we were glad to go through all the effort just so that we all could arrive in Spain at the same time. It was my in-laws' first Europe trip and we were super excited to show them around. So let's get right into it. Granada is a historic city in southern Spain's Andalusia region. To get there, we took a train from Madrid, which was about 3 hours. It was a full house with myself, Anirvan, Ma and Baba. Managing 4 people and 4 large suitcases on a European train can be a little chaotic. But there's a certain rhythm when it comes to traveling as a family. We made sure to arrive at the Madrid station quite early just so that we could secure space for our bags and that Ma and Baba could settle in comfortably. The 3-hour train journey cost us about $265 total, but honestly, the value was in the scenic ride. Watching the Spanish countryside roll by, seeing the massive olive groves, it was a gentle transition for my in-laws, giving them a moment to breathe before all the intense walking began. We reached Granada around 5 p.m. in the evening and took a short cab ride to our hotel. We were staying at the Melia Granada. Anirvan, being Anirvan, usually looks for the best hotel points redemption. But this stay was about practicality. We paid around $570 in total for 2 nights and 2 rooms. The room size was a bit small, smaller than what we are used to in the US. But it was modern, chic, and quite comfortable for our short stay here. But the best part of this hotel is its location. It's right in the heart of the city, and since we would be walking quite a lot, having our accommodation just minutes away from all the major sites, restaurants and shopping areas was the real luxury. After freshening up, we decided to stroll around the city, walking around some of the local neighborhoods. Almost immediately, we felt that the city is quite different and unique. It doesn't feel like the rest of Europe. Walking these narrow cobblestone alleys, you can feel the layers of history running beneath your feet. The Moorish architecture and influence is everywhere. We wandered through the Alcaicería, which is an old silk market. We saw beautiful Turkish lamps and observed their intricate patterns and vibrant colors. It felt strangely familiar to us. It had this beautiful Eastern soul that reminded us of the handicrafts you get back in India. I was honestly amazed and impressed by Ma and Baba's energy and enthusiasm. Even after a long day of travel, they were just as eager to explore as we were. Kudos to their fitness and being able to walk so much, especially in a place like Europe. We decided to grab a quick dinner and went to bed early, knowing the great Alhambra awaited us tomorrow. If yesterday was about feeling the city, today was about understanding its soul. We left our hotel early, around 8 a.m., heading straight to the Alhambra. It's a bit of an uphill, winding drive to get there, but watching the city shrink below us was part of the anticipation of what we'll see all the way on top. A quick tip if you're planning to visit the Alhambra, you absolutely must book your tickets months in advance. It's a very popular landmark and is busy throughout the year. The Nasrid Palaces located inside the Alhambra especially requires you to reserve a timed entry slot, and they sell out incredibly fast. The Alhambra isn't just a monument, it represents the legacy of the last Muslim dynasty in Spain. There are three main sections to explore inside the complex: the Generalife, the Nasrid Palaces, and the Alcazaba. The monumental complex is huge, spanning approximately 35 acres and can take you 4 to 5 hours to explore, so it's better to get here as early as possible. We decided to start with the Generalife. This was the Sultan's summer estate, a place for rest. Walking through these gardens, you understand why. It's not just about the beautiful flowers, it's the architecture of the entire landscape. The sound of running water is everywhere, in the fountains, in the channels. It's designed to cool the air and calm the mind. Ma and Baba, being huge garden lovers, enjoyed this section a lot. It felt like a living painting, incredibly peaceful despite all the crowds. Right before our timed entry to the Nasrid Palace, we stopped at the Palace of Charles V. It's such a stark contrast, a massive Renaissance-style circle inside a square block. It feels heavy and imposing compared to the delicate Moorish art we were about to see. This palace also reminded us of the Colosseum, which you see in Rome. Its architecture is quite similar and has this circle or elliptical-like look. The moment you enter, everything opens up and it instantly reminds you of being right there in Rome. And then we entered the Nasrid Palace. Honestly, no video can do this justice. The walls are covered in intricate stucco work. filled with calligraphy, poems and verses from the Quran praising God. It's not just decoration. The walls are literally speaking to you. The famous courtyard of the lions was absolutely breathtaking. Seeing the intricate geometry, you realize how advanced the craftsmanship was back in the 14th century. As we were exiting the palace, we even caught a glimpse of the Albaicín neighborhood through this cute little window, a perfect frame of the white houses located on the hill opposite to us. The Nasrid Palace is truly mesmerizing, and it's a must-see when you're in the Alhambra. Be sure to get a reserved time slot as soon as you can because they only have a limited slot available. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Our final stop inside the complex was the Alcazaba, the military quarter. This is the oldest part, the shield of the city. We climbed the Torre de la Vela, which is the watchtower. The tower was built in the 13th century by Muhammad I, the founder of the Nasrid dynasty. Beyond its military utility, it became a central landmark for both the Muslim and Christian rulers of Granada. The climb up the tower is steep, but the reward is this gorgeous view of the Sierra Nevada mountains overlooking the beautiful city of Granada. By mid-afternoon, our energy levels were dropping and our legs were super tired after all the immense walking that we did inside the Alhambra. So we took a little public bus back to our hotel for a quick rest. The day wasn't over just yet. We headed to the Mirador de San Nicolas, a popular spot for sunset views. It does get pretty crowded up here, but the energy is infectious. And as the sun goes down, the Alhambra glows gold against the beautiful mountains. It's absolutely magical. We had one last surprise for Ma and Baba. Knowing how much they love art and music, we booked a flamenco show in the Sacromonte neighborhood. This area is famous for its cave dwellings and are now venues for watching live flamenco performances. Flamenco is a complex and powerful art form that serves as the heartbeat of the Andalusian culture. There are over 50 different styles of flamenco, each with its own rhythm and mood. Highly recommend you to watch a flamenco show whenever you're in Spain. It was the perfect soulful end to an unforgettable day here in Granada. For our last day in Granada, we explored the Albaicín neighborhood. Our train to Sevilla didn't leave until later that evening, so we had time to soak in this charming city one last time. The Albaicín is the oldest neighborhood in Granada. It's a maze of whitewashed houses that predates even the Alhambra. Walking here feels like walking through a peaceful village where time stands still. We started by strolling along the Carrera del Darro. People say this is one of the most romantic streets in the world, and I can see why. You have the River Darro flowing on one side and ancient stone bridges and the Alhambra towering right above you. Since it was a crisp, cold morning, we just found a spot in the sun to sit and warm up. It was one of those simple, perfect moments. Just watching the water, feeling the warm sun on our skin, and exploring a few local shops to find some souvenirs before we leave this beautiful city of Granada. With the Alhambra ticket, there are few other monuments and sites included which you can visit. So be sure to check those out if you have the time. You can visit them either the day before or after your Alhambra entry date. We decided to visit the Casa del Chapiz. It's a Moorish house with a beautiful courtyard. The gardens here are beautiful with the backdrop of the Alhambra that looks like a painting. Then we visited the Palacio de Dar al-Hora. It was the residence of Queen Aisha, the mother of Boabdil, who was the last Sultan of Granada. Standing there, you can almost imagine her looking out over the city that she was about to lose. By the afternoon, it was time for us to say goodbye to Granada. We headed back to our hotel to grab our luggage and made our way to the train station. Granada was truly captivating, and it's a city we will never forget. If you are planning a trip to Spain, be sure to add Granada to your list. It is full of rich history, culture, and breathtaking scenery. It's unlike any other city in Europe, and we instantly fell in love with it. And just like that, we are off to Sevilla. If you enjoyed our video, please hit that like button. It would really help support our channel. And stay tuned for our next Spain video where we explore the vibrant city of Sevilla. So make sure to subscribe and turn on that bell icon for notifications. Until then, we will see you in the next one. Bye!